It's the ambition hour, baby. It's the ambition hour, baby. It's the ambition hour,
Yo,
baby.
and welcome to the Ambition Hour podcast. It's your girl, Claudia Renee, on your airwaves. And this is episode 135, bitch.
135.
Do it again. One more. Give me one more, huh?
It's a chopper. Oh, man.
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome yet again to another episode of the Ambition Hour podcast. I am your lovely host, Claudia Renee.
You know what it is.
And I am so grateful to be here. I want to give a huge shout out to Have 600, who is behind the scenes, my executive producer, audio visual.
What's up?
Engineer,
tap in,
all
tap
that.
tap in.
Yes, sir.
You see what I did there?
You did. You brought last week's episode, and
I
if
had to
you
tap my third off for this week. I gotta tap my third off for this week
hold
too.
on, let me do that too because I done danced my. Listen, I am sweating right now because right before we hit like play to like do this whole episode, I was like, "How we need some vibes." Well, we usually play music before, but today I was like, I want two specific songs and. I'm gonna let y'all know what they are. It's Outstanding by the Gap Band, and we also played Take Your Time by SOS Band. Listen, put me right in the mood to give you guys these good vibes. I'm so excited. And I'm going to start the episode like I always start it, and it is by saying what I am grateful for.
What it is this week?
This week.
Oh, yes, my love. It's right there.
Okay. I'm a little nervous because... Okay, so this week I am grateful for... I'm so grateful for so many things, you guys.
We're gonna have to do it one more time.
Okay, I'm grateful for a peace of mind. That's what I'm grateful for. I had to think a little bit about it because, like I said, I'm grateful for a couple of things because as bad as things are going on right now, we're in a pandemic. We're also part of, we're having a revolution. There's hurricanes going on right now. Something that I am very grateful for is even though all of these things are happening, I'm able to bring myself to peace and be able to, calm my mind, calm my spirit, and
Give you that good content.
Exactly. Yeah, and then give you guys something that's going to hopefully do the same thing for you. What are you grateful for this week?
Man, I'm grateful for like a clear mind and being in a good place. Just mentally. I feel good, better than I ever been. That's how kind of I feel. I ain't gonna cap it.
I feel it. I wanted to say shout out to everybody who is listening to us on WTW TV, WTW Radio, wherever it is that you listen to us. It's that. It's either WTW TV or WTW Radio.
Bam.
I also want to give a shout out to all the boys and a beautiful girl, lady, woman, queen.
Might I
add, from Worth the Wait Records. I see you guys. You're always grinding. You guys are so talented. I'm so proud of you. All that you guys have done. I'm super excited because I know we have a couple of projects coming soon. So
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. I'm really excited for Rolling View to drop. Hav?
Yeah. Rolling View is going to come out in September. Check that out. And, the Beautiful Data got to drop sooner or later. I'll just leave it at that.
I'm so happy we have Beautiful Data here. Well, Beautiful Data actually has been on 2 episodes of the podcast. So shout out to her. Don't ask me the numbers because I don't remember.
Yeah, facts. Shout out to her. We're going to link up again. And we got to finish that project.
Yeah, she was here and we were taking pictures and stuff like that. So it was really dope. And speaking of new music, some new music dropped. Last week we didn't get to talk about it because we shot the episode a little early.
But we ain't dropped nothing, right? We dropped something last week?
We didn't. Did we?
No. Who was it, Claudia?
Wait, who was it? It was Nas?
Yeah. Come on, man. He part of the fam too.
Yeah, NASIR Jones dropped a project. And this is a project that he collaborated with Hit Boy. And guys, I have to say it. It's quite a fucking project. Okay. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so we didn't get to talk about it last week because we're doing the episodes a little bit earlier. So new music normally comes out on Fridays. So here's the actual breakdown of the album because listen here. I was listening and reading at the same time. I had the lyrics right in front of me, so the bars that Nas was spitting, I was feeling them. I had them in my head. I was reading them. I really felt every single word that Nas was saying in this project. And then also everybody else who was featured. He has Lil Durk on there. He has Big Sean, one of my favorites. We're gonna be talking about him as well. Big Sean. He also has Don Toliver. He also has Fabio. Anderson Paak, ASAP Ferg. You know, I really love ASAP Ferg's voice.
He got one of the best.
He has this voice that like, and it fits so well with that song. I like his part way more than Fabio's part.
Wait, relax, Claudia.
I'm sorry, but it's true.
You got blued on and everything. Okay. I don't even know it. I don't even know. No, but you're right, and I fuck with that Ferg called him Nostradamus on that shit, because that was like my favorite part on the shit. He said Nostradamus. He just called Nas Nostradamus. That shit was hard.
I just got a message and it was cute.
Hey, you other men know where you stand.
So he also has Charlie Wilson on there, who, if you didn't know, he was part of the Gap Band. I'm gonna pull up the track list real quick.
No, it's ooey. Right?
Listen, it's all of them. It's all of them. Yeah. So the one that he has with Charlie Wilson, something that I really like about these beats is that Nas's voice, it almost feels like Hit Boy, like literally was making these beats in his head and had Nas's voice. Like, maybe not the words or the lyrics or anything like that, but he had like the tone that Nas was gonna bring in his head while he was making these beats. And I always appreciate that. You can always tell when a producer has the artist in mind and puts the artist's voice first. And that's something that I appreciate, because we talked about this on the podcast, that a voice, your voice in music, is very important. Just like how in singing it's important. When you're a rapper, you can have the hottest bars, but if your voice isn't good, it doesn't hit as hard. That's my personal opinion. You don't have to feel the same way, but that's my personal opinion, and that's how I rate my music. I rate, how does your voice sound on that beat? It's funny because sometimes I'll compliment an artist on the beat that they choose, and they're like, "Oh, thanks, but like I didn't make the beat." And it's like, no, but you have to understand that that beat went very well with your voice, so that makes the track better. It makes the track better. It makes you sound better. It's just all around better. Now, Nas, guys, listen, I've been married to Nas in my head for a very long time. So it's just very nice to hear somebody who's been around in the game since 1996, maybe a little longer, just come out with a project that is, I feel, is going to be timeless, that sounds like 1996 Nas, but in 2020, especially him collaborating with Hit Boy. You also get what is it? The Firm comes on.
The Firm's back.
Yeah, you get a song from them too, and it's a really good song. Something that I noticed, something that I really noticed a lot was a lot of the songs were centered around love, but there were some bars that were kind of like a little lovey. And I like when rappers get into that bag, because it's refreshing. It also brings the ladies in. Men also have feelings.
Newsflash.
Yeah, men also have feelings, and they be feeling some type of way about shawty, and why not put it in a little bar? You feel me? So I really appreciate that from Nas. I want to pull up this lyric, because me and Hal were listening to, because my favorite song from the project is Replace Me by him, Sean, and Don Toliver. I'm a really big Sean fan. Boy. I'm a really big Sean fan. And so for me, I hear Sean on this project, and I'm like, listen, if Sean is coming with this type of energy on this song that he is in his album, I'm ready for the album. So when is that album dropping? It's actually dropping September 4th. You better ask somebody.
Oh, hold on, slow down, Claudia.
No, I know. I'm getting ahead of myself.
You're killing them with ISO. You're killing them with ISO.
I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not gonna play it because you don't want to get flagged. But something that Hav and I noticed that was really funny. Well, I noticed this was Nas says, "You know my anatomy. You know my body is voodoo, probably." And it was funny because you know how you be like, "You know my body," even though he ends up saying that later. But it's funny that out of all of the words to describe body, he uses anatomy. And I was just like, that is so very Nas to say.
Because he'll flip that.
Yeah, and then also because he even said, like, using body with voodoo, probably, like, just that wordplay. One of my the favorite part of mine that Sean says.
Do you think Sean has the best verse on this album?
Feature? That's very biased because I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say a yes, of course, because,
all right,
Doug, he says, hold on.
But in the whole album, you think it's the best verse in the whole album, or you think not?
Wait, no, the best verse? No.
Okay.
No, no.
All right, go.
No, Nas kills this album, like every single song, and even the way that he comes into a track, the way how he just listen. Nas is a very smooth operator. They ain't call him sincere and belly for nothing.
I think he wrote that. He probably called him son. I'm kidding.
Wait, somebody actually used. Was it him? No, it was. I think it was Ferg that used the names like Tommy and then the girl and then Sincere. Like he used that in his bar, and that was really dope.
What song was talking about though? Cause he had that bar.
He has this one bar.
Got that bar in there.
Got
a couple bars in there though. I ain't gonna hold them.
So he says, "I must have bought you 10,000 flowers. Ignore red flags and all the bows." Okay, I'm almost there, guys. I was like trying.
She felt those bars though.
I was buying time.
She felt those bars.
He said,
"She got 10,000 roses one time." Claudia, go ahead. Cook. My bad.
I want to send a message out to all the men that I've ever dated who have never gotten me flowers. I think one dude that I dated got me a flower. I never got like a bouquet of flowers or nothing like that. So you know what? That's because they weren't the ones, huh?
They was trash.
They weren't the ones. Speaking of exes, Sean gives us this bar. Sean gives us this bar that says, "I'm not your ex. I'm your ecstasy. I can't say this word. Methamphetamines ain't
Methamphetamines.
See, it's because I don't be doing them. So
when you on a Nas song, you gotta say a word.
Yeah, you gotta say some word that is just like can't no one say but you. Come on,
a 4 or 5 syllable word.
Yeah, for real. Methamphetamines ain't no better me. Facts. So there's something else that he says in this. Listen, this is Nas's album, and I'm about to break down Big Sean. But it's because that one touched me. That's my favorite song from the project, so it makes sense for me to like it. I also love Don Toliver on it, so shout out to that. I know the 27 Summers is a really good one. I know a lot of people like it. I like the ones that he's also by himself. I always love
I like that intro.
Yeah, I always love when they do the song by themselves. Mm-hmm. The song by themselves is always a standout tracks. At the end of the day, it is their project, so why wouldn't we want to listen to them by themselves? That's some
more insight.
More insight, exactly. There you go. That's possibly why J. Cole, is very proud of dropping projects that have no features, because it's just like, listen, it's all me. Y'all over here doing these numbers, but look at who y'all got. It's kind of like that bar that Common has. I'm not going to say it verbatim, but it's on Get 'Em High, that it's just like there's so many people on stage that you don't know who's the main act, because
so
you have all
on stage.
Yeah, because
what he said.
Yeah, because it's just too many people on stage, and it's just like now you're taking away from the person who it actually is. That's something I don't think I've ever been to a concert. Have where there's just one person that is just like everybody's on stage with them?
I haven't been on.
I don't think I've been to one.
I can't remember one that was like when I was like, well, maybe Rolling Loud. I mean, I did see X, God rest in peace, to him. And there was a bunch of people on stage though too, but there was like it was the squad, it was the clique kind of thing. Like, all of them was rapping. Ski Mask was there, Wi-Fi was there. Like,
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've been to a concert where. I mean, we can say Wu-Tang because we've seen Wu-Tang, but it's Wu-Tang. Like,
true. I mean,
it's very different. It's not the same with Wu-Tang. Damn, it's crazy because when I saw Wu-Tang is when I saw Nas. That was a very long day in this Miami heat that we waited for Nas to come out, and it was 100% worth it. You got the bar, don't you?
Yeah, I had to. It was fucking with me. Well,
say it.
Well, because it kind of it goes for this. How could I ever let your words affect me? They said hip hop is dead. I'm here to resurrect me. Masha's too sexy to make songs like these. That's why you raw don't know your name. That's why the crowd don't know your name. They wrote that wrong. Like Alicia Keys, too many featured MCs and producers is popular. 12,000 spins. Ain't no one got the copy of. So kind of like that. Like there's
it was
too many features. Or are you talking about the stage one?
No, I mean that could be the same.
It.
That could be the same thing.
Kind of thing, yeah. Because there was too many featured MCs on your project, and all you just got is what you're saying, the poppin' producer, but people don't really know who you are.
Exactly. So shout out to Nas for dropping another album.
Shit ain't common, and Big Sean and J. Cole.
And we excuse me. We talked last week about the whole Jay-Z and Nas thing and how they drop around the same times, and Nas actually responded about that.
He did?
Yes, he did. He responded on that on the Breakfast Club, and he answered like the king he is. He just says, I think we're kind of like what you said. Kind of like he said we're like kind of like on the same wavelength. So like creatively, we're kind of on the same wavelength. So, he almost acted like he didn't even know that, Jay-Z was dropping. And I'm sure like somebody has possibly told him, but like this man is like 40
this is fucking
plus.
Nas.
Yeah, this is Nas. Like what the fuck is he gonna like give the Breakfast Club a moment, like a beef, like, a drama moment, especially with somebody that, he respects, that we've all seen them patch up what they've gone through. So congratulations to Nas, who keeps dropping, and Hit Boy, who now he's going to be dropping he just dropped a project with Dom Kennedy.
Bam.
I saw now that he's going to be dropping a project with Benny. So Benny,
the
butcher coming.
The butcher coming out.
I love Benny.
They've been working on that for a minute. I've been hearing about that.
Yeah. Somebody else that he's actually the person who's responsible for the Big Sean and Nipsey song that came out. Guys, we have new Big Sean music, bitch. Oh man. So I want to share something about Big Sean. His project, I Decided, literally helped me through one of the toughest years of my life. Like literally helped me. It encouraged me. The words spoke to me, like everything that he spoke about. And I'm really excited for this project because of that reason. Because once you feel like it's almost like the same like as Wale, whenever he drops something, my heart automatically gets happy. My heart is open to hearing what he has to say. What is he going to say that's going to change my mind frame, my mindset, what's going to help me grow? And that's so Big Sean is another artist that does that. So like I said, I was really excited hearing him on this song with Nas. So I was just like, what is he going to be dropping? He's going to be dropping his project September 4th, which is next week. Really excited.
Also, I'm going to be dropping All She. Just saying.
Yes, sir.
With Flight. Shout out my boy.
One way. We're going to be promoting that next week. But y'all be on the lookout for that. Y'all better listen to my little brother's song. I feel like that should be a drop because I stay safe. So I was really excited to hear this song with Nipsey Hussle. I might add, and I'm going to say this, and I don't care what anybody says, this has to be one of the best features that Nipsey has been on post. What is it? I don't know how to say it. I don't want to say hummus, but posthumous. So it's basically like after death that he dropped. We were talking the other day, and I'm not going to say what private conversations, but this has been the best Nipsey feature that I have heard. And so I'm really excited because I ended up finding out later after hearing the track is that Hit Boy saw Big Sean and Nipsey together, and he said, I got one for both of y'all. And so we got to hear it. I know that it was they played a little bit of it in the battle, that the verses that Hit Boy was a part of. So that was cool. I didn't get to hear that one, so I don't know. But I didn't hear it, so I didn't know that little gem. So I felt a little late to the party when homies was just like, oh no, but like it was there, and I'm like, oh well, I didn't check that one out. So, but yeah, so congratulations to Sean for that. Sean talks about some real deep stuff in this song. It's called let me not mess up the name of the song. It is called. It's called Deep Reverence. And Sean actually talks about having a miscarriage between him and Janae. He talks about some other things as well. He just goes for like, I don't know how to count bars, but I know he just goes.
I'm gonna say he had like a 32.
Yeah.
Off top, I don't know. It was kind of it was some long shit.
What I've said. So shout out to Sean for that, for having such a great song. I'm really looking forward to the project, like I mentioned. Let me check what else, because I feel like there's more new music. So I said September 4th is not only the Big Sean project. Kav is going to be dropping a song with Flight, like he said, so make sure that you look on the lookout for that. Rick Ross has actually announced that he's going to be dropping a new project called Richer Than I've Ever Been. And I'm really excited because of course, Rick Ross, you guys know, we love him. We appreciate him. We still have his sound on the soundboard.
He did go 20-0.
He did go 20-0 in the verses for us.
20-3, I guess.
Yeah, and so I'm really excited for this. Someone said that the project is gonna make them roll a $100 bill like a cigar and smoke it. Because that's how Rick Ross makes us feel, like we have all the money in the world. But don't play yourself. For real, don't do that, please.
You better roll that up in a paper.
Listen, you can even use a rose petal. I heard that helps calm you down. Little tip out there for you little smokers, because I've been sober. Can you tell? My skin's glowing. It's really sad.
Your ass look the same.
For real. It's just a highlighter. But I actually have been sober. I haven't smoked in like almost a month. But yeah, for those of you who are smokers, I have heard that rolling it in rose petals is like really calming and all that stuff. And you can add herbs and all that stuff. Don't quote me, just look it up. What was I saying? But yeah, so he was saying that it's basically like richer, yes, money. Of course, we all know that he has the money. He has one of the biggest houses in Atlanta or in the United States. No sé cuánto, right? But he says that he's richer spiritually. My dog's been getting massages.
I'll be doing right pretty spiritually too. If I was getting massages.
For real, if I was getting massages from a little shouty that look like that, I feel spiritually, enhanced too. Spiritually.
Right there.
Oh, speaking of that, I noticed that ever since I've been working out more consistently and running, that the pains that I was getting, they haven't been as severe. So I'm very happy about that.
That's a fact. That's a little tidbit for you workout people too.
Something that I didn't know. So that was the only thing that I really had to announce about the Rick Ross album, because that was the only information that I have about the project.
What feature would you want on there? Or like, I would like if Freddie returned the feature.
That would be good.
Like, yeah, I would like to see that pairing again.
Someone that I was thinking that off the top of my head was Dom Kennedy. Just because I love that bar that he has of and Rick Ross, and
they got a track together. Yeah, they worked with each other.
Currency would be nice.
Feature with.
I know that they've done songs together, but like I'm saying who I want to hear him with, so I would love to hear this again.
I was just saying for myself, like, dang, did they work? Oh yeah, Dom and Ross have worked together.
I want to hear him with a girl rapper. I don't want to say Megan. I would say maybe like a City Girl would be good, like City Girls and Ross.
That would be good.
I think it would be good. A little Miami thing.
I wouldn't be mad at Cash Doll.
I wouldn't be mad at Cash Doll either. Cash Doll has that like mean flow, and she's from Detroit, so she can bring that little swag. One of the songs that actually catapult Rick Ross's career, and a lot of people don't know, is a song with Trina. It was featured in All About the Benjamins, the movie. So this song, it catapulted him to the next level, to a little bit more notoriety. So I would love to hear him with a female artist. I want to hear him with like a singer. He has a song, I don't think we ever talked about it, but he has a song with Ari Lennox that's really good. And I loved hearing them together, because man,
Tiana Taylor joint was hard.
Bro, Come Back to Me, that's that shit right there.
Tiana would be, I wouldn't mind a Tiana hook.
Tiana to return the favor, like how you were saying, that would be nice. Dang, I was gonna get into something.
Oh my bad.
No, it's fine. Guess it's not important. I really can't remember. Oh yes, okay. So the working out. Okay, so The whole working out thing, I didn't know and didn't realize, because sometimes when you work out, you think that you're in pain, right? You feel like you're in pain, you're sore, you're this, you're that, but it actually helps combat the stiffness, because you're flexing your muscles more, you're moving them more, you're getting them stronger more. So something that I've been doing is I've been running. I'm getting a little ahead of myself because I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, but your girl has been running these miles. If you can't tell, the results are here.
Bam, bam,
bam, bam.
I wish we got to get that on the board too.
So I've been really excited. Running isn't my favorite, but it always gives me the best results, so might as well fucking do it. I'm at home anyway, so might as well, right? But yeah, so like I said, it's been helping with the pains and stuff like that. I've been sleeping like a baby a lot more, and I'm really grateful about that. Something else that I've also given up is caffeine. And that's also something that has been helping me with my sleeping. I don't think it was affecting me, but now that I've been off of it, I noticed the difference of my sleeping pattern. Today I had some coffee, so I'm a little wired. Coffee? I had a little iced coffee, you know. Today I ate like a child. Let's not even get into that.
Moving along now.
Moving along now, like how I've said. So last week we were very excited because, you know, the playoffs were here, the NBA, 4 games a day. Homies was over here binging on basketball games. It was back to back to back to back.
Edge of my seat.
Yeah, like listen, from the hours of this to this, don't talk to me because I'm watching the game. Okay? I mean, you can talk to me, but I'm watching the game. So
if you who I want to talk to.
And so it's cool because one of my favorite things is watching the games with my dad and my brother, so I got to do that. But recently we unfortunately continue to, you know, see police brutality, and this week we actually had one of the most craziest ones that I've seen personally, and it was Jacob Blake. He actually survived, but I'm sending condolences to him and his family and his health, because he did survive. He actually got shot and tased. He got shot 7 times, and he was also tased in front of his children who were in his car. So with this happening, you know, the NBA decided to, you know, like some of the players decided to protest the game. They said that they didn't want to play the game. So they don't play the game, and then the rest of the games for that day are postponed till further notice, right? Then it comes out that they're trying to cancel the season, right? The rest of the season, they're trying to cancel it. They even have a whole meeting about it. LeBron walks out, et cetera, et cetera. A whole bunch of different like controversy is going on because some people feel that they should have never started playing in the beginning. The whole Kyrie situation happens because Kyrie didn't want the season to even begin anyway, because it's just like, what are you guys really doing? You know, there's a pandemic going on. There's you know, there's a revolution happening as we speak. There's, you know, black men and women dying and passing away, and police are killing people. The police have actually killed more people than there have been days in the year. So when you think of that, and when you see that, when you see your brothers and sisters passing away and getting murdered in front of our eyes, it's gotten to the point where people are just kind of like, people can't even see these videos anymore. They can't see these videos. I saw the video because someone had posted on their story, and I went and I saw it. I didn't know what it was. I ended up seeing it, and it was very disheartening, and ended up finding out that he did not pass away. So this is a situation that we normally don't get the opportunity to see. We don't get to see the person survive. They usually die. So they don't get to see what the world does for them, you know, and how the world reacts to their police brutality happening and everything that transpires from their situation. And, you know, unfortunately he is paralyzed, and if I'm not mistaken, his son is also paralyzed as well. So it's just like, enough is enough. And so I do want to commend the NBA for doing what it is that they needed to do. I know that some of the players were saying that no, that they didn't want to play and this and that, but the season is going to continue. The games are just postponed. And I just wish, honestly, personally, for me, as much as I love basketball, I think we have a bigger situation at hand. And at the end of the day, these players, at least the black men, they're black men first. You know what I mean? Like, you can say, oh, that's LeBron, that's so-and-so, but when they turn their back, that's a black man. You know, like a cop doesn't like tell them to turn around and let me see if you're LeBron. You know what I mean? If the cop wants to do harm to them, and he's a black man, he's going to shoot him no matter what. And then we also have, you know, white players, Hispanic players that are also a part of the league that they're seeing this too. They're seeing how it's affecting their teammates, their state of mind, how it's affecting their mental, even down to their game. Like, who wants to play a game when certain things are just happening in our community? Like, this could have been anybody. This could have been anybody that one of us knew. So it goes in deeper than that. Like I said, it's a very, very weird time that we are in right now. We need to really be there for one another, and we need to stand up for what we believe is right. And I love that the NBA did that. I actually want to commend the WNBA a lot more, because it takes women to really fully take a stand for the rest of the world to be like, oh shit's real.
We tripping.
Yeah, like, we're tripping because if the girls aren't playing, you know. And that's something that as women we have always had to do. We've always had to be those stronger ones, even though we're the ones in most pain. We are the ones who have had to take the initiative, even though there are men that can lead. And so I just want to commend the women of the WNBA for doing that. They actually all got shirts that in the back had 7 holes of, like, signifying Jacob Blake getting shot. They also all had, like, letters that spelled out his name. And, you know, they just did what women do. You know, because at the end of the day, like, listen, they can ball like LeBron, they can ball like Damian, they can ball like the rest of them, but they're women. We as women, we just feel a little different. We feel it a little more. It hurts us a little more. So, like I said, I commend the women of the WNBA, also the men in the NBA. Listen, like I said, we're in weird times. We just had a full-blown hurricane that I'm seeing visuals of, that it's like we're still in a pandemic. There has been 22 out of the 23 weeks people have filed for unemployment since the pandemic started. 22 out of 23 weeks people have been filing for unemployment. And this is insane because, like I just said, there was a hurricane. Imagine having to go through that, possibly losing your household, your belongings, your everything. And some people, we don't even know their situation. What if they're living in their car? What if they're, they were already, like, in shambles before this hurricane, and now this hurricane happens, and it's just 2020, man. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Listen, whoever started the beef, you let me know. I'll send the goons out for you, because listen, I don't want no problems in 2021. Someone on the internet said that so
got goons for hire though. Yo, hey, shout out if you listen on Spotify. Check us out on YouTube.t.tv.
Oh, dang. I done forgot what I was saying. But yeah, man, just like.
No problems. 2021.
Yeah, like,
we
I don't
come in
want.
with
Yeah, I don't.
positivity.
Like, yeah. No. What somebody was saying was that if they wanted to, if 2020 was the actual thing of what was happening in the movie 2012, just tell us. Like, if y'all was lying and saying it was 2012 and it really was 2020, can y'all just tell us now? Because listen, we're a couple of months shy away from 2021, so hopefully things get better. History always repeats itself. We rebuild, yes, but boy, is it hard.
Can it wait another 20,000 years?
Yeah, like, can it just skip over this? Maybe just a little bit. It's funny because every time that I feel like we're getting closer to the end, it's just like another thing happens. Either it be a hurricane, another, black person passing away, getting shot by the police brutality, injustice, even as far as like immigrants, like in this country. Like, I feel like this time in America, people who are immigrants in this country are possibly feeling the most less safe than they possibly have ever felt in their entire lives. And that's because of, you know, the president, the way that, you know, people are treating them, especially now because there's still protests going on. There was a guy who shot up the protest, and the fucking police was giving him water after, and he was white. So that tells you everything that you needed to know. And I just want justice for everything that's happening. The murderers of Breonna Taylor still haven't been, you know, they haven't been, what is the word have? They haven't been convicted
or brought to justice.
There's just,
they hoping that we forget because they're thinking about the attention span. No, we're not forgetting.
No, we're not forgetting.
No.
Something that's crazy is that there's like shirts and like all this stuff, and people are like, they done turned this into an Urban Outfitters thing. And God. I feel that, but sometimes like you sometimes gotta wear it, you know, and sometimes they put them on magazines, and as annoying as that is, because it's just like, I don't want you to put her face on the magazine. I want justice. You know what I mean? But sometimes putting her face out there and not letting people forget, because sometimes we do forget.
Sometimes we got to use but I feel that, but I appreciate those trying to use the platform that they have to, you know, either bring justice or, you know, represent someone.
Exactly. There you have it. And to bring it up on the lighter note, rest in peace to Ahmaud Arbery. Rest in peace to George Floyd. Rest in peace to Breonna Taylor. Rest in peace to all the others that we have lost. It's sad because this dude who just shot up this protest and like these people, he was 17 years old, and Trayvon Martin was 17 years old, and the stories are very, very different, and it's really, really sad. I also wanted to say happy birthday to a fallen angel. I want to say her correct name, not the nickname that we've given her. Well, her nickname, and it is Oluwatoyin Salau. Happy birthday to her. She is an angel that we have lost, that we have gained, actually. She was a protester who went on national television and basically like aired out the person who sexually assaulted her, and she went missing like a couple of days later. Turns out that she was murdered, and may you rest in peace, baby girl. Hopefully you're up in heaven living it up on your birthday. I'm sorry that, you know, the system failed you.
And hopefully you did have peace.
Yes.
After you did what you did.
I appreciate. Yep. Yes, sir.
And that's still going on too. So gotta bring injustice, you know.
Whew. I say all of that with a very heavy heart, because I have friends that I think about in these situations, and I think about what their mental health is right now and how they may feel, and just like all of these things. And I have a nephew, you know, who's half black, so I think about him. I think about my niece who's half black, and they look black, so they don't get away with you know what some biracial kids get away with because they look black. And so I think about them too, and I think about my friends and their kids. I think about my friends, and I think about, you know, the people that I went to high school with. I think about all of these people, and then just like people that I love, that it hurts. So my heart is heavy for all of you, but justice will be ours, hopefully soon, in this lifetime, because there are people who were fighting a couple years, like 40 years ago, that are still fighting today. Angela Davis is one of them, and you know, shout out to her. She's a boss.
Shout out to Maya Angelou too, and R.I.P. to her.
We just saw her on Moesha.
Real gift.
Yeah, you felt it when she was on the show, right? How
she just has this like it's
presence.
Yeah, this presence, this inner and outer glow to her, and when she speaks, you listen.
Exactly. So
like no matter what, she could be talking about how the sky's blue.
Exactly. and you're like, wow, it's that color for real.
So look over us.
Sometimes, guys, I be having a whole water bottle here, and I'll take one sip. I got a little something in my throat.
You need that ambition water.
I need that ambition water to like.
Ambition water to rip. In the fourth quarter, we about 20 minutes left.
For real. So speaking of throats and voices.
Whoa.
Have.
I'm just.
Sir. And Moesha, Brandy and Monica will be doing the next verses.
The queens, we're getting queens again.
I am excited as fuck. no one thought that this would happen. Because if you know, Brandy and Monica have always loved each other, but at the same time, there's always been like a little between them. It's understandable. They were two of the hottest women out in the 90s, and you know, we've seen them grow up right in front of our eyes. We see Brandy with Moesha and movies, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, and just being Brandy, and then Monica just being Monica with the voice that she has. And it's gonna be an interesting battle. Hav, what do you think's gonna win?
So wait, I got a question. So is Monica is is what Monica is to Brandy is what Jay-Z is to Nas?
Something like that, yeah. The thing is that instead of one dropping Ether and the other one dropping Takeover, they drop The Boy Is Mine.
Real queens.
Yeah, instead of like, I'm gonna drop one for her. No, we're gonna drop a song.
Double up.
Yeah, well, we beefing. And so that's interesting, because who's gonna play that song?
That's a good question. I think that's one that they play before they're ready.
I think that's a song that they play.
I got Brandy.
I got Brandy too.
I just know Brandy's catalog a little bit more.
Me too.
I won't be surprised if I get out the battle and like, dang, I forgot that
Monica had
this joint, had that joint, so, and plus sometimes with the battles, like even with DMX and Snoop, I was giving some DMX some of them rounds because
like you realize, you're like, oh,
the context
that's
of the battle.
Yeah, that's way better.
That's way better, or way more penmanship, or what have you. So yeah, so
I agree.
I don't know. I got Brandy right now. So.
I'm really excited to hear the songs, because, man,
and I'm on the Moesha high.
For real.
And Brandy still look good.
I feel like Brandy should play the Mo to the E to the up in the road. It's me. She gotta play that. That gotta be one of the songs in the battle. You don't think so, Hav? No, right?
Nah, I don't think Will's playing Fresh Prince. I mean, nah, well, wouldn't he?
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground, I spent most of my days.
What you playing to that though? Like that has to be part of her first 10, then, if anything.
I don't know. I just I've been watching the show. I've just been really obsessed with that song. And guys, y'all know how when it's the intro song and Netflix lets you like skip the intro. I have not ever skipped the intro, and I'm almost at season 6, which I think is the final season. It's really cute because they're at the time where like her and Hakeem are falling in love with each other, and I love that because I love the idea of best friends falling in love. I think it's cute. I think it's the cutest thing ever. It's not my life story, but I think it's really cute. So
I can live vicariously through
them. So, So good luck to both of the ladies.
Ray J's in it now.
Yeah, Ray J is in it now. Ray J has entered the chat. God,
legend.
Hold
West
on.
Coast legend.
I feel like we talk about fucking Moesha like every couple of episodes, but it's because I've been watching it.
She came here to sing it for y'all this episode.
And something that I've noticed is that this girl literally had everybody on this show. We just said that Maya Angelou was on there, but she had Loretta Devine. She had
Mary J. Blige.
She had Mary J. Blige on there. She had Dr. Dre and Eddie, the radio guys. She's had them. Jodeci, Ray J is in it. Bernie Mac is in it. I've said that before. Usher, Fredro Starr is in it.
Did I say Vince Carter?
Vince Carter is in it as well. Kobe was in it as well.
R.I.P.
Yes, R.I.P. to Kobe. I'm trying to think. There's so many, even like men. This one guy. What is it? Why can't I think of this guy's name? He was in one of those Tyler Perry movies.
Oh.
He's a light skin. Someone said that that he walks so Drake can run.
Oh, I'm dead.
I can't remember his name, but he's in it. He used to host Soul Train, the show, when like it revamped, like in the early 90s, in the early 2000s, or I don't remember when that was.
Yeah,
his name is with an S. I think it's Shamar. Whatever. He's in it. There's some other actors who are in it as well that I just, every time that I see it, I'm like, oh my God. She literally had everybody in the show.
Yeah, we said, time capsule.
Yeah, it's a time capsule, but not only that, I feel like since Brandy was so well connected,
right, yeah.
It was kind of like, if you kind of got that Brandy come be on Moesha call, it was like Say Less. and I like that energy. So
Buy magazines everywhere.
Yeah, for real. Even Vibe got like a super big.
Jay was low key in it because they always show that cover of him on.
Yeah, and then another thing that I noticed too is that Saturn must have cut the check because the dad was an owner of a Saturn dealership, and like
every time they don't even say car on that show, they say Saturn.
Yeah, it's a Saturn, and it's just like Brother Saturn. That's the name of his car dealership. So shout out to Moesha if you haven't been checking it out. I know that the game is back. The actual show, the game is on Netflix as well. So maybe if you're catching up on that, good for you. Girlfriends is coming back, so I'm hoping that by the time that I'm done with Moesha, Girlfriends is on Netflix, and I'm ready to move on to the next one. I'm not binging on anything else really except basketball and Moesha. So, and I started Bernie Mac, the show. I really like that. That's another one that's really good, that he has like some people that are on there that it's like
that's the best. That's top 5 shows for me.
I wanna say thank you to you, because I remember when we were younger, you watching this show and you just dying laughing watching it and being like, what the fuck is he watching? And then getting interested in it, and then eventually watching it on my own. So shout out to Hav for that.
Thanks, man.
Give yourself a horn, Hav.
Oh man, hey, Bernie, man, if you listen, man, I was giving you your flowers while you were here, man.
Yes, sir. That was a great show. I loved it because it showed, the vulnerable side of him, and how he had to take care of his sister's kids, and how that can take a toll on you because you're not a parent yourself, and they aren't your kids. And kids are mean as fuck. They'll tell you, you're not my dad, you're not my mom, and that hurts. Because it's like, but I'm taking care of your dumb ass. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but I got a whole roof over your head. I'm giving you clothes. I have you in a private school. And it's great, man. Rest in peace to Bernie Mac. Someone else that we're going to close the episode with this person. Kobe's birthday was August 23rd, so I wanted to say happy birthday to the Black Mamba.
Happy birthday, man.
You are missed every single day.
I don't mean to be Norm, but my bad, Claudia. I just got this, man, it's like the older we get, our heroes start passing away,
Yeah. It's sad. They don't prepare you for that.
They don't talk about that.
They don't talk about
that in economics.
They don't teach you about how to deal with someone that you don't know pass away, but
even
has
people,
impact.
Even
the people. That's true. You're right. Even the people that you do know, how you should have finished what you were gonna say.
No,
but yeah, even the people that you do know, you don't know how to deal with their loss. Like I remember and I always use this example because it's one of the most perfect examples. When I lost my dog, no one prepared me for that. No one told me this is how it's going to feel. This is what's going to happen. You're going to feel very sad some days. You're going to feel like you hear her some days. You're going to feel these certain things, and I never was prepared for that. They prepare you for when you lose, because, growing up, there's somebody that passes away in your family. So you're kind of like prepared for loss, but just wasn't prepared for that one. I wasn't prepared for that one. I wasn't prepared for the aftermath of that, because at the end of the day, a dog or a pet is part of your family. They're in your house every day. So it's like a part of your house is missing. So back to Kobe, and how that has affected all of us, and how I see it on social media. The people that I know, the people that I talk to always continue to say like, man, I wasn't ready to let him go. I wasn't ready for him to pass away. I wasn't ready for this. And I know Vanessa Bryant posted a lot of really sad things on her Instagram. She looks very happy, but I know it's because there's nothing that you can do. It gets to a point where you can be sad as much as you want, but at the end of the day, being sad isn't going to bring that person back. It's only going to hurt you. So I'm really happy that Vanessa has been, one foot in front of the other, and just continues to walk the path that I know Kobe would want her to walk, especially because she still has 3 beautiful girls that are looking at her and are counting on her to be the strong woman that she was before Kobe passed away. So it was his birthday, and 8/24 is Mamba Day. So that was the very next day. So I'm very happy that we have Mamba Day. I felt like 8/24 was already that day, but it has officially been that day. I think it's an official day somewhere else. They're naming a street after him. I think they already did that. And they also even did like this thing on the Nike Run app. Since I've been running, your girl did it. Can we get a horn for your girl? So let me tell y'all my dilemma. I thought thought that you had to run 8.24 miles in one run. Now listen, your girl can give you 250 solid without dying, right? So when I was like 824, dang, I ran 6, but 8? Y'all crazy, right? And then the more and more that I read the instructions and I showed it to Hav and been like, yo, I think it's like this. And Hav is just like, yeah, it is like that. And on 823, I ran 24 minutes for Kobe. And then the next day, Mamba Day, I also ran 24 minutes for Kobe. The spirit of Kobe was just in me. And he's actually in me whenever I work out, actually. I think about him all the time, even before he passed. Just that Mamba mentality had always hit me. So to really dedicate like my running to him was very special to me. It was, I felt it. And I'm happy that the Nike app did that. I completed the 8.24 miles. You had until the 24th to the 30th or something like that to do it. I completed it today. Today is the 27th. So I did it in like 3 days, 4 days, something like that. Heard that. And I ate like a pig today. I was like, because what happened was I had ran a couple miles on Monday. I started Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I started Monday calculating the time, the miles. Today when I woke up, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to see how many miles I got to go so I can make it. And then if it's not that many miles, then I'm just going to do it today, right? I find out how many it is. It was 302. So I'm like, all right, bet. I did 310. Because, you know, sometimes these ass be tripping. And I want no problems. And I didn't know for sure if that's how it was. So I ended up doing it, and I felt very accomplished. I want to thank Miss Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter for the Homecoming album, because that is the album that helped me through this run. I felt like I was on stage with her during Homecoming. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Homecoming. It's on Netflix. Make sure you check that out. I done talked about it for many, many episodes.
Just gonna say, man, we almost made it in an episode
without talking about Beyonce. Guys, I am part of the Beehive.
In the 25th hour, here she comes.
I am part of the Beehive, and I am not ashamed to say it. And I cannot wait to sign a Beyonce NDA. We've talked about this before, but you literally, if you sign an NDA, it's basically like if you say anything to anybody, you can never work with her again. I want to sign that NDA, Beyonce. So you let me know when I can sign it. Listen, I don't gotta dance. We could do an interview. We can listen. I can hold your dress when you're walking if you need it. If it means I get to be around you in your presence. All right, that's my Beehive moment for the episode.
In conclusion,
rest in peace to all that we have lost.
You know,
I want to send
all those angels up there,
all those angels that I know are going to carry this revolution forward, and that are just going to make it greater. And hopefully this is the change that unfortunately they don't get to see, but we get to see, and just make this world and this fucking country way better. Remember to wash your hands, wash your ass.
Wash your ass now.
Listen, don't be nasty.
now your hands is important now too.
But wash your ass too, because don't nobody want a dirty ass. So wash your hands, wash your ass, drink your water, and mind your business. And for the 135th time in a row, it's your girl Claudia Renee on your airwaves, and we are out of here. Bitch! I'm straight.
It's the ambition hour, baby. It's the ambition hour, baby. It's the ambition hour, baby.
Yeah.